So from the bottom of our heart, thank you so much for just tuning in to LVN EATS World. Stay subscribed, stay like, keep commenting, keep that connection, and we'll see you guys in the near future. Stay safe. Perfect. That's a wrap. Season 1's a wrap, baby. Welcome back to LVN EATS World. Hey, hold on. Dylan, new season, new intro music. Let's try that again. Run it back. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to LVN EATS World. I'm Logan. We got Dylan behind the camera, and today on a very special episode, we're on 54th and City Line Avenue, right by St. Joseph University, close to the border with Montco, checking out Larry's Steaks. I'm gonna be honest, guys. 9 months ago, when I wrapped up the Delisandro's video, I told myself, no mas. No more cheesesteak videos, because one, I was getting a little chunky, and two, to be honest, after 15, I was kind of sick and tired of them. However, today we got some special circumstances, which is why I'm making one last cheesesteak review, and that's why I came all the way over here. Now, in terms of the normal stuff, founder, owner, when it opened, I couldn't find anything about that for Larry's. But one thing that makes Larry stand out, and why we're here, is their very special connection with the late, great Kobe Bryant. Now, unless you live under a rock, you know who Kobe Bryant is. The Black Mamba spent 20 years in the NBA, lighting up defenses, winning championships, and most importantly though, he's a 2-1-5 legend. In 1996, Kobe led local Lower Merion High School to a 31-3 record along with the state championship. Now, seeing as how Larry's is only a 10-minute drive away from Lower Merion, it's no surprise that this quickly became Kobe's favorite spot, and he'd often come back during off seasons, taking trips back to Philadelphia. Tragically, as you guys know, we lost Kobe in 2020 along with his daughter Gianna and 7 others in a horrible accident that really made the world stand still, but more specifically the city of Philadelphia. Even though Kobe is no longer with us, his performance on the field has immortalized him, impacting an entire generation of fans that were fortunate enough to see him play. Before we came here, I went around asking friends and students around Temple what they thought about Kobe and the Mamba mentality. Let's see what you guys had to say. Hey guys, we're here. My good friend, King of Queens, Sir Harry Charles.
How we doing, brother?
Good to have you. All right, believe it or not, Central Jersey does exist, because I got some people right here telling me that's the truth. Shane from Bucks County here. We got Fran, we got Aaron here. All right, we're here with Alex from North Wales. Listen, Harry, Monday, Kobe's birthday, right?
Yeah.
Mamba mentality. When I say the name Kobe Bryant, what comes to your mind?
Nah, man, hard work, just straight hard work. A guy who didn't take anything from anyone.
One of the greatest players ever in the NBA.
Hard working, always having the passion to push yourself over the limit, even when you think you're at the limit, and just never giving up on yourself.
Legend. I mean, Kobe's probably one of not only the greatest basketball players, but one of the best people.
Absolute legend.
Something I heard recently about Kobe that sums it up perfectly is that when Michael was around, it was all about everyone wanted to be like Mike. They wanted to do everything that Mike did. But with Kobe, everyone just followed what Kobe did. They didn't want to be like him. They followed what he wanted to do, and that was the Mamba mentality.
Mamba mentality. Where is this Mamba mentality? Anytime Kobe was on, you turned the game. You wanted to watch Kobe. Yeah. He meant everything to basketball, and it's unfortunate what happened, but I guess in that we learned a little something that life is precious, and I think that's what Kobe would have wanted us to learn from that.
You're a Queens guy. I know there's the New York Philly rivalry, but Kobe, I know he played for Los Angeles, but he means a lot to the city of Philadelphia. Any comment on that?
Oh, absolutely, man. I think Kobe means not only a lot to the city of Philadelphia, but to everybody. I mean, growing up in New York City, even I'm a New York guy. I'm a longtime Knicks fan. But Kobe's impact, it stretched out onto everybody.
He played for the Lakers, but I think he meant something.
And he beat us in the finals.
He did. But I think Kobe means a lot to the city. I mean, there was that video that surfaced. He went nuts when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. He had a custom jersey made for him. I mean, that says it all right there. He played in LA, but the heart was in Philly.
It wasn't just a Philly thing or LA thing when you shoot your trash can to the can. When you shoot it to the trash can, that was everybody did that, man. Kobe's legacy and his impact stretched out a long ways than just in Philadelphia and LA.
All right, those were some awesome answers. Leadership, hard work, 215 legend. All good things you guys had to say about Kobe Bryant. But does he have a good taste in cheesesteaks? That's why we're here. Let's go find out, guys. Follow me. All right, guys, we're back in business. Kid on Christmas Day. We got the goods. Larry's Steaks. When I was walking with Dylan, I don't know if you picked it up on camera, but these Johns were hot, man. You know, we saw it get made, which you always kind of want to try to see and see the way people prepare your food. Fresh off the grill for sure. So yeah, when you anytime you can throw your branding onto the wrapper, it's just a nice little touch. You know what I mean? We're already starting off on a good mark. Unfortunately, one thing they forgot, Dylan. Look at that. No napkins. So hopefully the cheese whiz doesn't get everywhere. But if that's the worst problem I have today, pretty darn good day. Let's crack her open and see what she looks like. All right. I'm gonna let Dylan do his action. So a quick disclaimer, guys. The way I look at it, the number 15 was perfect. I can't possibly touch that, and that's why I'm not gonna necessarily add this onto that 15 mark. That's why I kind of switched it up a little bit. I got onions because it's healthier, and also I wanted to differentiate it from the rest of the crowd. But that's not to say I'm still here to review it, but we're more here for Kobe, and I'll reference, hey, it might be better than this place or worse than this place, but it's not officially part of that LVN 15 cheesesteak list. So just to clarify, looking at it, decent amount of meat. I'd say we're bordering on that packed to the brim level that we've seen at like JRP's or D'Alessandro's. There's definitely a lot of meat in here. She's hot for sure, and roll's not too soggy or anything. This is gonna look like a really good steak. I didn't hear too much about the steak itself. I only ever heard about the connection to Kobe. So I'm interested. I'm gonna stop talking. I haven't eaten too much today, and yeah, let's see how she goes. Oh. No. The first time I've ever had this problem before. We've had steaks where they were cold. I almost burnt my tongue, all right? That John was hot. That was sizzling. And it's not to say that it was bad. It's not even saying it was good either. I can't even gauge how I feel about the cheesesteak just because I was more focused on not burning myself there. So actually, Dylan, I might slow this one down a little bit and take 3 and let it cool down so I can give you guys, I wish I could give you an authentic impression. It's not terrible, but that was way too hot. Really, I've never had that problem before. So I think we're gonna take 3, let it sit for a little bit. We'll come back and evaluate it further. I mean, I would take 3, but guys, like at this bottom, at this base, which is the best part of the cheesesteak, don't get me wrong, but this sucker's like hurting up my hands. And like this one that I haven't touched yet, that I'm letting sit and I'm not opening up, this, if I threw this at someone, I'd probably get sued for like probably 3rd-degree burns or something. I'm gonna take another bite. I'm gonna take it on this outside brim though, because I don't think I'm quite ready for that action that's packed down here at the center, so. Meat, good. Cheese whiz, also pretty good. I didn't get too much onions. I think the onions are more at the bottom. That was a lot of meat. And the roll, it's starting to come. I will say the one thing, the roll's starting to come apart a little bit, and maybe that's because of the cheese whiz just sitting in there for a while. It's starting to get a little soggy, but it doesn't really take away from the experience. To be honest, I'm pleasantly surprised with Larry's. I think it's pretty good, especially the meat. And I was telling Dylan in there, they had kind of a gym situation where they just throw it all on the grill, and sometimes when you do that, like the meat that's in the middle of a pile doesn't get cooked the way you want it. I have no complaints though. This is like a strong 4. A strong 4. I don't think we're in the top 5. I definitely say I'm not gonna put it up with Joe's or Sonny's. I think in comparison though, this is definitely bordering on like Oregon, Tony Luke's, Jimmy G's, kind of in that territory. So above mid. I'd say above mid tier. If I did plug it into the list hypothetically, 6 or 7 in the out of 15. So yeah, this is really, I'm pleasantly surprised. Again, all I knew about this place was the connection to Kobe. I come here and I get a good cheesesteak too. Can't go wrong. So yeah. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for Larry's. And honestly, pleasantly surprised. Again, I was having trouble like hearing anything that wasn't Kobe related about this place. But the fact that we got a good steak too, along with celebrating this guy's legacy, meant the world, really. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this very last cheesesteak. Promise me, mark my words, read my lips, no more cheesesteak reviews. We are done after this, all right? We're going to move on to bigger and better things. Going to be a little bit of a wait. But anyway, it's been a nice ride. Nice way to kick off this new year. And more LVN content's going to be coming at you guys, I can guarantee that. And lastly, happy birthday, Kobe. We miss you every single day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Be yourself. That's it. Be you. Be you. There's no gimmick. You don't have to contrive anything. Who are you? Where are you today? What is your story? Where does that come from? Right? And then all you're doing is not communicating the story to the public.
Listen, you heard it here first. The King of Queens, NYC, coming straight to you. Subscribe to LVN Eats World. You know this.
Said. Appreciate it, man. Harry, means the world.